This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake it, body.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Maybe we should try Matchmaker.
Wow, that's a clip from With This Ring. It's an original movie, premieres Saturday. It's a Lifetime original movie.
Yep.
And co-starring in it, two of the most celebrated people to ever come from Philadelphia, number one, of this music business, number two. And, you know, being from Oakland, man, besides the music business have to be, I think my intuition has always been on point when it comes to people who just have great spirits.
Right.
And these two women who have joined us today are just that, two people with great spirits. The one and only, the lovely Eve is here with us, ladies and gentlemen. She's no stranger of the show. And man, I think this may be our first time having this Grammy Award winning artist on our show.
It is. I'm going to say it's the first, Sway.
And I was there back in the Hidden Beach days when the first album came out.
Ow.
And was selling 5,000 a week for about 4 years. Until it went platinum and she became this hybrid, if you will, a person who can sing her chops off and then also write and rap and do poetry, and who's always kept it 100. The one and only Jill Scott is here too. Eve, you know, what's up, Jill?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm great. I haven't seen you in 1,000 million gazillion years.
Right?
I only see you on the street.
I know, right? Did we see each other at the Apollo in passing?
Possibly.
For the James Brown movie?
Yep, we did.
Did we in passing?
It was like, hi, Sway.
And I was like, hey, Jill. And I got to interview Mick Jagger that day. And at that point, I was just ready. Eve, I was ready. I was done. I was good.
I heard that.
Yeah, right? I was ready to retire. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And it's good to have you here. With This Ring, it's the name of the movie, and it's about. Now, I haven't seen the movie, but from what I could gather, because it was based on a book called The Vow.
The Vow,
Yes.
Right? And that was about women who just kind of made a vow to, at some point, get married.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
And both you guys have experience with marriage. You know, but does that really happen for women? I mean, Heather B and them don't really give me game on this. So you said
I ain't giving you nothing.
Okay.
Eve. Okay, so Eve, you were recently married.
Yes, I was recently married. And I think I honestly do think it happens. I never made a vow like that, but my thing was, it wasn't so much marriage as it was I need to have a kid. Like, you know, I'm getting older, I need to have a kid, but I want to have a kid within a marriage. So it wasn't stressed about marriage. But yeah, people do it. I think people really do.
I know a lot of women that they choose to get married because they want to get married, and that's it. There's really nothing else. Like, I'm a married dude, homie, right here, because he's interested and I'm ready to get married. And then you got a lifetime of holding your stomach in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that forever. You know what I mean?
Holding, what does that mean? Like,
I mean, think about it. It's a metaphor. You're holding your stomach in forever, but eventually you got to breathe. You know, you have to be yourself inside of a marriage. You know what I mean? So they jump up and they marry dude because on paper he looks good, you know. But then the reality is you don't even like this.
You don't even like him, right?
You don't like him.
I think
Jill was about to say you don't like this.
I heard it.
Jill was going to say that, right? You're gonna say that. You don't even like this cat.
Right.
Eve, I know her husband, and he looks great on paper.
He looks great off of paper.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yes, he does.
Thank you.
I didn't look at that part, Eve. But that factors in, though, right? Does it?
I
Is
mean,
it
when
just love?
Listen, it is just love.
Yeah.
100%. Love is the biggest thing. But at the end of the day, when you are a woman that has done her own thing for a long time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna keep bringing people along. You've done that as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there, I did that. Like, come on, man. Like, you want a partner for real, like a real partner in life with everything. So
It's working out.
it's good, man. I'm really happy.
You really-
I feel very blessed.
I love to
happy
see
for
them
you.
together.
Yeah.
I only got it a couple days.
Yeah,
and
he
was
came to
around
set for a
and
little bit,
this
for like
one,
2 days.
It's like giddy.
I was,
It's like,
wasn't I?
it was so cute.
Oh,
I
no,
loved
but you know
it.
what? But he's the only person that when that happens, you know that's what it is.
Right.
Like a lot of people can't make you smile for real smile.
Yeah.
Like heat smile, that heat. Like, and he does it.
He does that?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Damn, that's great, man. I've been told that too, Eve.
Oh,
All right, we're going to
Sway.
open up the phone lines. 888-742-3345. Jill Scott and Eve are here. Give us a call.
Have fun.
We got a great season.
Sound like somebody got hot and bothered in that scene right there.
Oh boy.
Do y'all remember the clip? You remember the scene?
Yeah, I remember that.
What was that scene about? Jill Scott and Eve are with us.
Yep. My character Vivian is in love with her son's father.
Uh-huh.
And she's been holding this passion and this desire for him for it's been almost 7 years now. And he's not paying attention.
Uh-huh.
So, but this is the year that she's decided that she's going to make every effort to get him. And if it's not him, she's going to marry somebody else within that year's time, because, you know, it's another notch. You know, so many accomplishments. That's one of them that a lot of women want. Front if you want to, but everybody wants to be loved. It's
true.
Everybody.
I feel alone in this conversation because while you're talking, like all the ladies are looking at me like, yeah, Sway.
What you
and
doing,
I'm
Sway?
on my best behavior this morning, if you know this, right?
You are.
But why y'all think? I mean, is it that? Does that just convolute all your thoughts? Like, men ain't thinking about getting married every minute of the day. Like, and we ain't putting time limits
It's
on
not
it.
every thought.
No, it's not every thought, but it's you know, I think when you're successful and you're just moving through life, you get all these things done, and then all of a sudden it's that one thing that you're like, oh, I forgot to do. I need to make time for that now. And how do you slow down and do that? And then as you start aging, you do put pressure on yourself. You really do put pressure on yourself. And people put pressure on you when you gonna have a baby. You know how many times people have said that to me? Like, oh, when you gonna have a kid? This is before marriage, like whatever. And I'm like, why are you in my womb? Like, get out of my womb. Like, so yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask Jill this question about having a baby, but in the form of an album.
Okay.
All right, when you gonna have your next baby?
I believe I'm due this year.
Okay.
I've been pregnant with this baby for the last 3 years, so I think it's time. Yes, I'm now mixing and decorating the room. You know, so it's coming. It's coming. So far, it's I think I'm done. I really do. It's David Banner and Ninth Wonder.
Wow.
Andre Harris, who did A Long Walk, and let me think, who else? Aaron Pierce out of Nashville. I decided to mix a little of country and soul and hip hop. It's a stew.
Soul. It's a stew, right?
I look for everybody who tells a story. Country music always tells a story.
They tell
Soul
the best,
music
yeah.
always tells a story. Hip hop, if it's good, it tells a story.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's my little stew. See what's happening.
I'm glad I have you here because as you talk, you and Eve too. What's next for you musically?
I don't know. I mean, I'm in that place now where I got the itch to go back in and write, because for me, my music is therapeutic. Like, you know, and I need it. And being in London, it's so much influence, like music that I hear. So I hope I get in soon. I want to get in soon, sometime this year.
Did you guys participate in this ongoing conversation in hip hop about cultural appropriation? And you know, it was a lot of people who lashed out against Iggy Azalea and her success. And you know, I think the conversation probably started really in hip hop, which I like because I get tired of talking about bullshit every day, like just substanceless gossip. Yeah. But I think when Kendrick didn't win the album of the year over Macklemore, I think something woke up in folks, right? Yeah. And so then it's been this whole thing against Iggy Azalea and cultural appropriation of this culture. How do y'all feel about her success and then how it impacts black artists?
I mean, I think, you know, at the end of the day, I get it. You know, I get that people might be upset about certain things, but yeah, she's white, but they grew up with our shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hip hop is everywhere, every neighborhood, every country, every city. And it didn't just hit. Yes, it's from us and it's our thing. But, you know, there's somebody, she's representing a group of girls right now as well. And yeah, I think people right now are too quick to give too many accolades to new people. Yeah. That's the one thing I just can't stand.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, let her do her thing. It's not my cup of tea, but she's representing for somebody. She's doing her thing. Like, What are you gonna do?
How you feel about that, Jill?
I think it's fair enough. It's a little challenging for me because I come from the era that she pulled from.
Yeah.
So to me, it's a mixture of the Brat and Eve. The way that it sounds, that's what it sounds like to me. So that's a little challenging for me. But I'm a mixture of Sarah Vaughan and the 5 other things. Yeah. You know what I mean? So for somebody else that comes from that era, they'd be looking at me like, you all right. You know what I mean? So that has been my only, the only thing that stops me is that it's I know where that comes from. And then
not original.
And it's not and then it's also it sounds like a big bite to me.
Yeah. You feel like her music is, or music in
tone,
general.
The Blaccent.
Yeah. The Blaccent.
The Blaccent sounds.
Yeah, but
is that horrible?
No, that's not horrible.
I'm just saying. Listen, a lot of people gonna get mad about that. Whatever, say what you want. Fuck it. But I'm just saying it in the sense that it would be. She's from a different place, and I've said this before. It would be dope to hear her with her swag. What are you? Who are you? What is that? You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's the only reason why I say that.
I've spent time in Australia
because I think exactly
they're fresh.
They're so
they
dope.
Are dope.
I
From
love Australia
to MCs
to fashion
They have it.
They're dope, and so that's my only thing about it. Period. Like. I think she's fly. I think she's good to look at. I think she's a pretty girl. She got a dope body. Like, all of that's fine. I just wish it was a little more of possibly inserting where she came from. A little bit more.
Maybe we'll see that in her next project.
Yeah. Maybe.
Did you develop an English accent yet?
No, man. And I'm trying not too hard. Like, I do not want to go back to Philly talking like that. Like, my mother would be like, what are you doing? Like, but I do say certain words. Like, when I'm home, when I'm there and we're together, like I will say certain things that I'm like, I can't believe I just said
like
that.
what? Give me an example.
Like I say jumper for sweater. Like they call jumper sweaters. I'll say Q instead of line. Like, oh, look at the Q. Ew. Like, but
it's still Philly. It's still Philly.
I have to.
I'm sure you say the Lou.
The Lou, yeah.
Sure
all of that. And
that.
but it comes out and you're like, and I'm like, damn.
Dang,
but I'm not trying to come back with no accent.
No, okay, work on it, Madonna. You saw what happened with Madonna.
Yes.
You all right?
She
all right.
ate that.
Okay. All right, Jill Scott is here. Eve is here. Jill, I'm going to ask you, but normally I don't. I just put people on the spot. But stop the record, man. Stop the record. This is one of my favorite songs of all time. I'm not going to say, can you give me a Grammy performance? But is it possible to sing along with it?
Can I sing along with it?
Yeah.
I got one nostril open. I'll try.
You'll try doing that? All right, yo, I like that. Jill Scott is here. Hate on me. Sway in the morning. Shade 45. Maybe we'll get Eve to kick a freestyle at the end. Okay.
You gonna fight?
All right.
Listen, I'm at the concert. I'm at the concert right now. I'm at the concert.
If I could give you the world on a silver platter, would it even matter? You'd still be mad at me. If I could find in all of this a dozen roses, which I would give to you, you'd still be miserable. See, this is where the nostril comes. But you, I'm gonna be who I be, and I don't feel no fault for all the lies that you bought. You can try as you may. See, the problem is I don't lip sync.
Yeah.
I sing live.
Okay, all right. We'll get that too. All right, Sway in the morning. Jill Scott is here. Eve is here. With This Ring, it's a new movie, Lifetime original movie, coming on January 24th.
This Saturday.
Two beautiful women.
Yes.
Let me explain something, because I've been in the music business for a long time. And, even in today's society, we set these standards of beauty that I just think not only are they not unrealistic, but they're not applicable to every person. And one of the things I love about Jill Scott and Eve is that you see women all around the world, going under knives and, surgery, and God bless them. For whatever reasons, they feel like they have to become something that they weren't born. just to look like who they are naturally. You know what I mean? And a lot of times that's not acknowledged, standards of beauty. And one of the reasons why I've always appreciated you guys, besides your talent and the music you make and the Eve, like, to this day will slice up any female artist who pick up the mic. And Jill, we yet to find someone who can out-sing her.
Oh, wow.
I love that.
You got a lot of great singers, but we have not found someone who can out-sing you.
It's a lot of great voices.
There's a lot of great voices.
Great voices that I admire immensely.
Yeah, and
thank you.
I appreciate your humility. And
Thank you kindly.
yeah, and I remember when this whole iCloud scandal came out and people were snatching pictures off of folks' phones, celebrities, and your stance on all of that, Jill, was real admirable to me because you look
amazing.
Thank you.
And you look amazing now, and I thought that was important because you're not a bony woman, neither is Eve, and that's always been the standard of beauty. You're not. You're caramel complex. You have caramel complexion, both of you guys, and that's in terms of American society has always been the standard of beauty. What made you respond in the way that you did, just to embrace who you are, and you thought it was important to say that?
Well, first of all, I was really, really disgusted because somebody has invaded my privacy. Not only did they invade my privacy, but the picture that I took, it wasn't enough. Apparently, it wasn't racy enough. So you add another picture of somebody I don't even know.
Yeah.
I thought that was really exceptionally unfair and disrespectful. I didn't work this hard. I haven't done this much to be minimized, and I won't allow it by anyone, especially not a thief. You know what I'm saying? So that was my position, that I will not be bowed. I will not be humiliated because someone has decided to do something foul to me. You know what I mean? So I looked around and people were oh, I didn't know, that Jill Scott was out there. I'm like, I'm not out there. I'm checking myself for myself. You don't see me. You don't really see me at the club. You don't see me doing much of anything. Whatever I do in private. But because I know who I am. Yeah. And I like to maintain my sense of dignity. I like that. It's the people that I admire, like the Lena Hornes, like the Diana Ross. Those are the people that I look up to, Bette Midler and Barbara Streisand. Those are the people that I want to become, Felicia Rashad and Nina Simone. You know what I'm saying? So to have people attempt to minimize me or, again, put me in some negative box or any box, I won't have it. I won't have that.
Yeah, that deserves a round of applause. And the irony is, Eve, you went through that. We talked about that with the videotape. And you had to deal with that long before folks was dealing with that.
Exactly. No, it's a horrible feeling. Like you said, you feel violated. Like that shit it makes you feel so vulnerable in a whole different type of way. Like, but at the same time, like, you can't run away from, like, I'm not going to apologize. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I know how I felt the day after it happened. I had to take my son to the barbershop to get a haircut.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Were they looking at you like I'm looking at you now?
They were.
Sway. Jill, and push him again, Eve, out the chair.
Yes.
I'm sorry, my bad.
It was very, very uncomfortable, but I made a decision before I walked in the door that who I was last week when he got a haircut is who I'm going to be this week when 100%. He gets a haircut. So I'm gonna chop it up. I'm a bustle in him. I'm gonna tell jokes. We're gonna watch some sports. I'm gonna tell him how so and so ain't worth the time. Yeah. And we're gonna keep it pushing. And my son is gonna get a good haircut, and we're gonna roll.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I like
but
that.
the 8 seconds before I got in there,
yeah,
I had to get a grip.
Seemed like a lifetime, right?
Yeah, because it's not my thing. I don't like to be pulled apart.
It's just annoying though that, like, everybody has something. It's just when we live, in the light, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So people want to know our business and put our stuff out on the street, but I can't take how it is right now. Everybody has every asshole has an opinion.
Everybody.
I can't really take it. Like, so.
Yeah. Everybody has an opinion. I got to take at least one caller. Crystal is on line 3. Go ahead, Crystal. She's in Chicago. What would you like to say?
Hi, Sway. Hi, Heather B. Hi,
Hey.
Hey.
Miss Jill Scott, Miss Jilly from Philly, and
Yes,
Miss
ma'am.
Eve. I love y'all so much. Like, y'all don't even understand. Jill, I'm a singer as well, and I have mirrored you so much, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
Nice.
I love your work. I love you as a person. You just so down to earth. I love you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for your call, Crystal. Did you guys
Appreciate it.
Really quick, I just wanted to ask if you guys could solve a mystery for me.
Okay.
I heard, and tell me if it's true or not, the song for The Roots. Is it true that you wrote it, Eve rapped it, but Erykah Badu was in the video? If all of that is
Baby,
true,
you got me?
that how the hell did that happen then? Does that make sense? Like, you wrote it, you rapped it, but Erykah, neither one of y'all were in the video.
Well, they didn't know who I was.
And I wasn't out. I wasn't signed yet.
So they didn't know who you were.
Well, this
either.
is what happened. Like, it right as soon as the song came out. Sorry,
okay.
fuzz. Right as soon as the song came out is when I just got signed. I literally just gotten signed. So, and they told. Well, it's the whole thing. I'm still upset about it.
Really?
That's an amazing song.
You know what? Erykah called me and she said, I don't know why I'm singing this, but, it's a great song. It's so well written. I love the melody. I love how you sang it. And I appreciated that. So, for me, as a writer, this was my first song ever written. First song.
Damn.
Wow.
And it's sung by Erykah Badu and the Roots, who I admire and love tremendously. And next thing you know, they won a Grammy. And I had a fish fry that night.
I bet you did.
know that's right.
All right. And I saw y'all performing at the Dave Chappelle Block Party together, and it was amazing to see Erykah and you on stage doing that. Jill, thank you for coming by the show. When the album's finished, promise me you'll come and perform something like. And then if it's not finished, maybe you and Eve could get together and do one song for the album. I don't see why not.
I'm in the studio tonight.
Eve, do it. Eve, do it. It could be history. It could be your baby, I got you, all over again.
It could be.
Could be. Eve, do it.
Okay.
All right, you guys. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
It's Sway in the morning. Only on Shea 45.